he has a fight ahead which will engender every aspect of his being. So that's what he'll be focusing on. He won't be focusing on the fact that he's in the prison. He'll be focusing on what I have to do now and how will I organise my defence against these charges that the United States have brought, and how will I defend myself against extradition to the United States. So that will be filling his days and nights. The Australian government is in a position to ensure that that doesn't happen through diplomatic action.
Well, what sort of diplomatic action? You know, what grounds could they actually work in Julian's favour?
Just Julian has never received due process. Well, Australia has a lot of tools it can use. Principally, it can insist that Julian be brought back to Australia, and any state or person with a grievance against Julian can have that grievance heard in the Australian courts, which are robust enough. They can be heard here. He can see his family. He can see his children. He's already been 7.5 years in one sort of restraint or another, +5, against a man who's done nothing. No charges.
John, do you accept now that charges have been laid?
Yes, now they have been laid, but at that time there was a secret indictment. It was an unopened indictment. Nobody knew. The indictment wasn't opened until it was available to be served.
But do you accept now that it is too late for Australia to do what you ask it to do?
No. Australia, because it's a conspiracy charge, we ought to insist at greater seriousness in the treatment of an Australian citizen in this particular circumstance.
How closely did you know of his plans for WikiLeaks, his ambitions?
He came, we chatted about it at length.
Did you caution him at all about it?
No, I'm not given to that.
I just wonder when, you're taking on the powerful, the most powerful in the world, whether that scares you.
The statement, you'd have the naivete that the truth will set you free. But which truth is it that sets you free? That power will do everything it possibly can to destroy you if you go against it? Or the truth that power's done this and done that? Which truth will set you free is the question.
What truth do you think will set your son free?
Oh, I think there will be mostly practical measures by states, Australia and others, and the parliamentarians in Australia. There's a 30,000 signature petition before the Australian government at present time supporting Julian. There's a 2,000 signature petition before the New Zealand government supporting Julian. There's 12 to 16 parliamentarians in Australia support Julian.
Your son has gone in some quarters from hero to villain. He's been tagged a mere hacker to a spoilt brat, somebody who's self-satisfied to a freedom fighter. How would you like your son to be seen? What label would you like your son to have?
I wouldn't like to label, but I'd like to see the extraordinary courage and perfection that Julian's put into being a journalist publisher. I'd like to see that as his badge. I'd also like to see people to perceive his humanity, you know.
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.